Welcome back, everyone, to Weather for Weather Geeks. Ever have one of those days today? If you watched my 6 o'clock weather forecast on the news, my computer crashed right in the middle of my show, so I had to kind of restart my program and kind of ad lib over nothing but I think just black screen on TV during the news this evening. So kind of one of those days today. We did have earlier today some heavy thunderstorm action across parts of the valley. This is the radar. This was at 11:40 this morning over in parts of Mercer County. Notice in the western part of the county we had some heavy rain from Hermitage to Sharpsville. And in addition to that, we had quite a bit of wind here. Now, this was probably not the type of wind that's going to produce a severe thunderstorm warning, 60 miles an hour roughly. But the Doppler radar estimates here off the Pittsburgh radar of 45 to 50 miles per hour in some of this brighter green right through here, maybe just east of the Sharpsville area. And we had some pictures sent in and some reports of some trees down in the Sharpsville area. So we definitely had some problems briefly for around an hour or so in Mercer County, particularly today. These storms continued pushing to the south and east and brought pretty good dumping of rain to parts of southeastern Mercer County. Now, I took a look at some of the rain gauges that upload their data to the internet, and here's some of the totals I found. At the airport, about 1/4 of an inch. A little more than that, Sharon, over towards Grove City, but I'm a little suspicious that some of these numbers are a little low, especially in Mercer County. Here's the Doppler radar estimated rain totals. Notice, let's zoom back in here. Whoops. There is a little bit of a maxima right down here near Grove City, where you start to see some yellow here. That's at least an inch worth of rain. So some parts of southeastern Mercer really got hammered pretty good for a while today. Southern Columbiana County also had a few heavier bouts of rain, with some yellow showing up around the Calcutta area or just north of there. Perhaps someone down there got an inch worth of rain. My house in Boardman only had 200, so it's one of those things where it just kind of depends on where you live. So the rain, though, of course, it is long gone, and what a beautiful evening it is out there. We have hardly a cloud in the sky at this point. We're going to have subsidence, sinking air, if you will, all night, leading to just a beautiful, beautiful summer night coming up. Temperatures here in the 7 o'clock hour have cooled down into the lower 70s, but most importantly, the dew points. Of course, it was pretty muggy last night and this morning, but oh boy, dew points now. 52 at the Youngstown Warren Airport, 49 in Ravenna, 55 in Newcastle, 50 over towards Franklin Oil City, and boy, end of July, this is great stuff. Tail end of July, I should say. This is a real nice treat. So the air mass very dry, sinking air tonight. It's going to be crystal clear. Good night if you can find a high spot and look low on the horizon, in the western horizon, just after sunset. You can see Venus and Jupiter. We have about a quarter moon up there tonight, roughly, I think, in the southwest sky. So check that out later on. All right, our weather this week, of course, very, very quiet for the next few days. Nothing but sunshine under high pressure. Whoops. For tomorrow, for Thursday, and for Friday as well. I want to skip ahead to the weekend because, it's a summertime weekend and people want to know what's the scoop here. I think Saturday's still going to be a pretty nice day. Here's the map on Saturday. Nothing going on locally except what you'll notice here is our surface high is pushing out to sea. And on the back side of that and ahead of our next system, the wind's going to start to veer around to the southwest. And that will usher in some higher dew points for the start of the weekend. So Saturday's going to be a pretty steamy day. We'll be in the mid-80s, so we'll have some sun, and dew points will probably be sneaking up into the lower, if not middle 60s. So a steamy day, a good pool day coming up on Saturday. We're going to be dry. Now, Sunday is our only chance for wet weather in our current forecast. Here's the weather map on Sunday. Very weak, typical July cold front pushing in with maybe a scattering of showers and storms here on Sunday. Now, some of the modeling has slowed down this front to the point where we might have to start allowing for something maybe in the morning Monday. Now, the current GFS would say, no, we don't need to, but some of the other modeling might, if that trend continues, we might have to add a shower Monday morning or something like that. But bottom line for you, Sunday's our day over the next 7 that rain is most likely, and even that probably is not going to be much. It's probably just a real hit or miss type of situation. So keep those outdoor plans this weekend. As far as the longer range trends, here's the upper level pattern right now. As we speak, we have trough on the west coast, a little ridging going on here in the middle of the country, and then a pretty good trough pushing through the northeast. That's associated with our cold front, and a nice refreshing air mass coming in out of the northwest. Notice the lines here are in this direction. That's where our air mass is coming from, like that. Well, that's right now. As we go into the future here and head towards the weekend, here's Saturday morning. Notice the pattern has changed quite a bit. That trough is now off the East Coast. Excuse me, and center of our high is out over Texas with a nice ridge poking up through the Great Lakes. And yeah, it's going to warm up. So that's the weekend. And, as we look for some trends in the longer range, looks pretty warm next week for the first half of the week anyway. As we look at next Tuesday, a week from today, still have that high over Texas, still have some ridging going on over the Great Lakes, so that'll allow plenty of warm air to push in. Here's our next trough out across the northern Rockies, northern plains early next week. As we go towards the latter portions of next week, that will probably try to push into the Great Lakes, and that will probably trim the heat and humidity a little bit, but it's not going to bring a lot of cool air, that's for sure. It's the end of July, after all. It's hard to get it really cool at this time of year. So as we look then 2 weeks from now, looking for any sort of trends here, and the weather map doesn't look too much different, really. You have your high out here, maybe some troughiness off the coast of the northwest, and some subtle troughiness in the east, but still, this isn't any sort of cool pattern by any stretch of the imagination. Most importantly, this pattern is not likely to produce a lot of rain. So next couple of weeks probably will be below average in terms of total precipitation. And that is just what the doctor ordered after a very soggy June and start to the month of July. All right, I thank you for watching the Tuesday Night Weather for Weather Geeks, as always. You can check out my forecast tonight at 11. Hope to not have technical difficulties tonight. More Weather Geeks coming your way Wednesday evening. It'll be online probably about 7:30. Have a great night.